Imagine this. You were at work and it is 10:32 a.m. A new email pops up. The subject line of that email reads, "Urgent, immediate wire transfer needed." That message is from your CEO. You click on the link, you comply, and within 10 minutes, $10 million is gone. And so is your peace of mind. This isn't a fiction. This story really happened, and it can happen to you. In 2016, FACC, a high-profile aerospace parts manufacturer in Austria, fell victim to a sophisticated phishing scam. It was a typical morning when a finance employee received an urgent email from what appeared to be the CEO. The email had all the right markers, the tone, the signature, even internal language only the executive team would use. It instructed the employee to urgently wire funds for a confidential acquisition. This employee complied. Within hours, 50 million euros, over 55 million US dollar, was gone and irretrievable. Now, when the dust settled, the financial impact was catastrophic. FASC stock dropped. The CFO was fired. The CEO was investigated. But most damaging of all, the company's reputation took a hit it couldn't really recover from. It wasn't a system failure. It wasn't a data breach. It was just one mail and one click. Now, let's quickly unpack how this happened and why it keeps happening. This isn't a new story. It keeps happening in different perspectives, and it keeps happening to different companies. Step number 1, email spoofing. The attacker registered a fake domain that looked almost identical to the CEO's actual email. Step number 2, social engineering. They used publicly available information like press release, LinkedIn, and organizational charts to craft a realistic urgent message. Step number 3, authority exploitation. The email came from the top, and many employees, out of fear of obedience, do not question leadership, especially in fast-paced industries. Step number 4. Now, this is the most important step: lack of controls. No multi-party approval. Like I said earlier, step number 4, lack of controls. No multi-party approvals. No secondary verification. No GRC framework. No governance, risk, and compliance framework to flag and stop abnormal financial activity or transaction. So what could have stopped this? Number 1, employee awareness training. If the finance employee had been trained to recognize phishing red flags like domain misspellings, urgent unverified requests, or inconsistencies in language, they would have flagged the email. Let me break this down a bit. Any urgent request to wire a huge sum amount of money or any amount of money is a red flag. Do not put yourself in a position where you urgently need to wire any amount of money in your workplace. You must ensure that you follow through the funnel of all verifications before that can happen, no matter how urgent it may seem to be. Access and approval controls. That is another topic here. Now, at the risk community, we advocate for the 4I principle: 2-person verification at all high-level transactions, email approval controls, email authentication tools, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC configurations could have reduced the chance of spoofed emails ever landing in inboxes. These are very important. Number 4, GRC-driven monitoring. A lot of companies, a lot of people tend to play down on GRC monitoring, but you need to understand that GRC monitoring is very important when it comes to risk assessment, when it comes to risk management, when it comes to IT and auditing. Automated systems that flag irregular transactions based on behavior and approval thresholds are part of a mature GRC framework. If the company had those 4 items in place, I strongly believe what happened could have been stopped. At Risk Community INC, we helped modern companies, we help startups, we help small businesses, we help scalable businesses, high growth firms build cyber resilience into their business DNA. Our phishing defense includes staff training modules, mock attack simulations, email security setup, access control audit, SOC 2 and ISO 27001 readiness for fintechs, for startups and tech-driven teams. Now, I need us to understand that cybersecurity isn't just about putting firewalls in place. It's about the people. It's about processes. It's about policies. It's about all of this working together towards achieving one goal, which is business continuity. Now, in today's world, phishing is responsible for over 90% of data breaches worldwide, and financial departments are vulnerable because they have the keys to the kingdom. So, cyber criminals target financial institutions easily. Like I said earlier, they have the keys to the kingdom. If your CFO, controller, or payments processor isn't protected, neither is your business. I would say every CFO must understand compliance. Every CFO must understand the part compliance, resilience, risk management, and governance play in a business. I understand that your business can survive a lot, but the question here is, can your business survive a $10 million or a 10 million euro loss with just one click? I wouldn't advise that you wait for the FACC moment. Protect your team. Book a risk audit today at www.riskimmunity.com, or you send us an email, hello@riskimmunity.com. Follow us for more stories and understand that the security of your business is very paramount.